It's the year 1700. You're an early teenager training to become a blacksmith. As you watch your master, you gradually learn all the tricks of the trade. How to work the bellows, and how to forge, bend, and punch the iron into tools and fasteners. By the time you're a young adult, you've learned a valuable trade that will provide for you and your family your whole life. Even if you take off a few years from your trade to pursue other interests, once you come back, you'll probably still be able to be a successful blacksmith. Blacksmithing is a trade you've learned, and your ability to be a good blacksmith won't change over time so long as you can still swing your heavy hammer. It's now the year 2015. You're an early teenager, again trying to figure out what to do with your life. Blacksmithing probably isn't a viable option for you, but in many ways, neither are many of the traditional trades that have existed throughout history, because the very nature of work has changed. Blacksmithing requires the use of standard tools for shaping and working with a fixed material. But today, many of the materials we use are ever-changing and adapting. Though common today, data scientists, digital strategists, information security analysts, bioinformaticians, and a host of other careers didn't exist a few years ago. They're new careers with new tools, new problems to solve, and few masters to look for guidance. Not only that, but the tools and materials used in these careers are becoming increasingly complex. They are so complex that even if you did learn how to be a cutting-edge data scientist at a young age, you would have to relearn the tools again in a few years because they change so rapidly. So one major change in these new types of careers is that they require the people who do them to continually learn and grow. That is, they force people to be lifelong learners. As a teacher, you should ask yourself, is my job more like a blacksmith or a data scientist? And then you should ask yourself, what types of jobs am I preparing my students for? Though some aspects of teaching haven't changed in a millennium, other aspects have, because the people and the institutions we serve have changed. We have learned a lot and continue to learn more about how people learn and how to teach people more effectively, and we learn more every day. Perhaps even more importantly, though, the jobs and lives that we prepare our students for are also changing every day, and teachers cannot be successful if they're preparing students for a world that no longer exists. For these reasons, it's essential for teachers to be lifelong learners and to model lifelong learning for their students. With modern technologies, teachers can do this in part by developing personal learning environments and professional learning networks. PLEs use modern technologies to collect, aggregate, and make sense of information from many different sources in a manner that's valuable and discernible for busy learners. Since you don't have time to go through every news feed and read about every new development or discovery in your field, you can use PLE supporting technologies to do this grunt work for you and to provide yourself with the most up-to-date, relevant information available to keep you in the cutting edge of your field. PLNs, on the other hand, rely upon personal connections and communications with other professionals in your field, which can be fostered over time and great distances by using different forms of social media. With a network of professionals at your fingertips, you can rapidly learn and adapt lessons that others are learning in their practice, and seek for their advice in improving your own. Developing PLEs and PLNs that work can take time and effort, but the payoff is that you can be a lifelong learner yourself and model this for your students. As John Dewey famously said, education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. So if we are not preparing our students to learn throughout life, then what are we preparing them for anyway?